Good morning. My name is Adolphus Pruitt. I'm the Vice Chairman of Legal Redress for the NAACP Missouri State Conference. As you know, at our July National Convention, the NAACP introduced a resolution calling for the repudiation of the racist elements within the Tea Party organization. That resolution was ratified this past weekend by NAACP.
You guys ask us to, quote, call out racist elements in our Tea Party, yet we do that on the rare occasion that something is odd at our Tea Parties. It's on video, we have video evidence, but neither of you gentlemen, none of you gentlemen realized that or even knew about it before you called this press conference. And I would like to know why you guys don't call out the racism in your ranks when the NAACP held a press conference and called the victim of Elston McCowan, allegedly, called him racist terms, called him an Uncle Tom, used the N-word. Everybody laughed. Nobody repudiated that. Why is that? It's on video.
Yeah, I can respond to that. That's easy. Let's say this. The NAACP is strongly against bias and discrimination against anybody of any race, of any gender, of any religion, anywhere, from any form, whether it's a group, corporation, personal, individual, school, we're against it, period. If there has been some instances where there is somebody who's associated with the NAACP and there is anything close to what is documented in this report as relates to the numbers, as relates to the states, as relates to the heritage connected to the organizations affiliated with the Tea Party, if there's anything in there close to the NAACP that resembles that, I would love for anybody to bring it to our attention, and we will address it.
Well, a crowd laughing of your people, a crowd of NAACP people laughing when people are using the N-word against an alleged victim of an assault and calling him an Uncle Tom. I didn't see anybody call anybody out. I heard laughing, and it was a big joke. So for you to change the subject and also have falsified pictures on the front of your report is ridiculous, because the witch doctor picture was put on by the LaRouche people who are leftists. Okay, so the cover of your report is falsified, and you guys are being dishonest right now. You're saying I think a crowd of people laughing at racial slurs towards an alleged beating victim. I think that's more disgusting than anything in that report.
We're not talking about a group of people yelling or a crowd of people yelling.
Well, no, because you said at the beginning, we need the Tea Party to, quote, call out racist elements. So that's what this is about. And A, we do that before you ever even knew about it. You don't know about it, so you're not educated on the issue. And I'm talking about an NAACP-sponsored event where the person at the podium was using racial slurs against Kenneth Gladney, and nobody called that out. That's not people calling names in a crowd. That is an NAACP-sponsored event, and that was racist, and I don't see anybody calling anybody out. Not from your own ranks.
Struck by, is your camera off? Yeah. Okay. One of the things I'm really struck by is the young people who are in this room.
Mike?
Mr. Blogger?
Yeah.
Would you shut that down?
Why? What's going to happen?
Well, you need to leave. You're not going to shut it down.
Whoa.
The conference is open. We're going to have a discussion, but I'm saying you need to shut it down.
I'm confused.
Freedom of the speech, freedom of the press.
First Amendment, man.
The press conference is over with.
I know it's over.
What are you going to say that needs to be so secret? I don't.
No, it's not.
See what I mean?
See what I mean? What?
Listen. All I wanted to do was to talk to you honestly.
You understand?
So you were dishonest when the cameras were on?
I'm saying that.
I'm not talking to you.
You know what you do? Let me tell you. Young man.
All right. Well, you're asking me to leave. I'll leave. It's your place. I'll go ahead and leave.
We were trying to have an honest dialogue, and you simply don't want that.
I certainly want an honest dialogue. I want you to be honest about the racism that took place at your event. Will you repudiate that, sir? Guy was standing at an NAACP podium, used the term Uncle Tom and the N-word. Are you there? Will you repudiate Elston McCowan and the gentleman who called Kenneth Gladney and Uncle Tom? Because that's what you're asking us to do. Will you do that?
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen? You didn't know it happened?
I haven't seen it.
Which we call it a Negro. We call it a Negro in the fact that he works not for our people, but against our people. In the old days, they call him Uncle Tom. I'm just gotta say that.
I haven't seen it.
Finally, I want to thank everybody came out. Lawful Pruitt, thank you, brother. He sent out all the press releases. So the press has been calling us. We've been doing interviews on the phone. So I want to thank you, Brother Pruitt, for all this help. Thank you.
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen? You didn't know it happened?
I haven't seen it.
Guy, what about you? You're his lawyer. Did you see that?
See what I'm talking about?
I'm asking questions.
See,
You didn't see that?
This is, you need to leave.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate you coming.
So that you guys are
I'm saying you need to leave. That's all I'm asking.
I'm working on it. I'm just trying to get the truth.
Okay,
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
No more comment. You need to leave the building. See, now this is what I'm saying.
You see me going?
The taping is done because we're not doing any more recording. We can have that discussion, but it's over.
I know it's over, but we're still talking.
You know,
Come on, Martin. Hey, can I have what? Since no other press showed up, can I have a copy of that report?